Are you thinking of migrating to Australia permanently? And maybe you have one lost uncle. You have one long lost uncle or auntie or family member that you know they're already Australian citizens or they're permanent residents of Australia. They traveled long time ago and you're like, maybe they can help me with my visa condition. Yeah. Or you're already here studying, or you are looking for you're just interested in the different streams or the different pathways you can use to migrate to Australia permanently. And yeah, today I'll be talking on that. So if that is something you're interested in and you don't think you want to study, keep on watching to find out what all the other options are, okay? Because there are a couple of options, yes. So keep on watching and do not go anywhere, yes? Hey guys, hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lola. If you're seeing me for the very first time, welcome back to my channel. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for tuning in once again. Welcome back, baby girls and boys, welcome back. So today, what are we talking about? We'll be talking about the different pathways to permanent residency in the year 2020-2023 here in Australia, what the different options are. If you do not want to come and study, if you think studying is not your only option, then keep on watching this video as I'll be dissecting it. So get your pen and paper, yes, and let's take notes. Take notes as I'm talking, yes, it is very important. Before I do continue, I would just like to put it out there that I, Lola, I'm not a migration agent. I'm just someone that does videos about studying in Australia, student life in Australia, migrating here. I do my research and I try to give you current information. But even though in saying that, still do your own research. Please do your own research. Check online, check on Google, check other sources. And you might watch this video a couple of months after I made the video and the information might not be as current as you think. So definitely do your own research and find out more before you don't just take my word for it. Yes, so now that we've gotten that out of the way, the disclaimer, we can continue this video. Yes. So like I mentioned in the intro, I talked about if you have like a long lost relative or a relative that is here in Australia and you feel like they can sponsor you to come to Australia or any of those things, then keep on watching this video. You do not want to go anywhere, okay? So I will talk about the different streams. As of right now, the different streams that I know, or the different pathways that can get you permanent residency in Australia. There are 4 of them that I know, and I'll mention them, but I would talk about just one in this video. So you need to watch out for the other parts of the video, okay? I don't want the video to be too long or for me to pour out too much information to you guys. Even me, when I was doing this stretch, I was like, wow, this is a lot. So I don't want you to have too much going on so you don't get confused. So I will talk about one. I'll mention all 4 of them that I know of as of right now, and I'll only talk about one now, and then I'll talk about the subsequent ones, the remaining ones in subsequent videos. So this is a good time for you to subscribe to my channel if you are not yet, okay? So click on that subscribe button and let's get right into the video. So the 4 pathways to permanent residency that I know of now would be, there's a family stream permanent residency, that is number 1. Then there is the work stream permanent residency, that is skilled independent visa. Then there is like the skilled migration visa is the work stream. Number 3 would be business or investment stream to permanent residency. I've had a couple of people tell me they want to come and do business in Australia, they don't want to study. So watch out for that video, okay? It'll come up soon, yes? And then the last one will be refugee and humanitarian visa. Yes, so today we'll talk about the first one. So I'll take it step by step. Yes, I know you want me to talk about the skilled one and the business one, but we'll talk about the family one first. Okay, so let's start with that one. With the family one, I'm just going to refer to my notes here. Okay, so please bear with me. With the family one, there are about 4 different visas. So what I did was I went into the IMI Home Affairs website. That is the website you want to go to because it is the government website. You can be sure that the information on there are current and they're 100%. So I went into the IMI website and I put in the different options. Like, okay, I will start it again now just so I can carry you guys along. So I clicked on families. Hold on guys, I think I should show you my screen. Would that make it easier? Went to the permanent resident Home Affairs website, IMI, and I went to permanent resident, and on there I clicked on see the different streams, family, work, and all of that. But today we are focusing on family stream, and it says families. So I'll click on families for today. Explore visa options for joining family in Australia. Yes. So what I did was, it said, what is the reason for your visit? I clicked join other family members. So let's assume your brother, your sister, or your grandparents are here. Yes. And then I clicked on continue. And then how long do you want to stay in Australia? There's temporary and then there's permanent. So I'm assuming you want to come here permanently. Yes. I clicked on permanent and I clicked continue. When I apply, I will be outside Australia. So I'm doing it for the purpose of people that are offshore. You are not in Australia. So outside Australia, continue. And it gives me 4 options. Here are the 4 visas that match your criteria. We have the age dependent relative visa. Yes. So this would cost you 6,625, guys. It's not cheap. The visa lets a single older person who relies on a relative living in Australia for financial support to move to Australia permanently. So like, let's say maybe it's like if a child is here, you can bring your mom or your dad. Yes. If you are the one sponsoring them, you've been taking care of them. So that is what this means. We'll not go into details. I will leave the link to this page I'll leave the link to the main page on the description box of this video. So you guys should definitely check it out. Next, there is the carer visa, which is subclass 116. So the first one I just mentioned is subclass 114. Okay. So now we're going to go into subclass 116, which is the carer's visa, and it says this permanent visa lets you move to Australia to care for someone with a long-term medical condition. They must have no reasonable access to care options in Australia. So it's a permanent pathway. The fee is 3,945. So this is the visa, and it's 3,945. And this is what it has to say. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the next part of this, the different options that are available. There's subclass 115, remaining relative visa. So this permanent visa lets people move to Australia to be with their only close family members. Okay. I'm going to show you guys now. This is what the visa says. Remaining relative visa. Your stay is permanent. This is the fee, 6,625. It's not cheap. It allows you to come and stay with your only close relative. You must apply from outside Australia. You and your partner's only near relatives must live in Australia. There can be waiting times. Okay, I will talk about that later. Okay, so where were we? We're on the orphan relative visa. So for the orphan relative visa, it says this visa lets a child who is single come to Australia to live with a relative if their parents are deceased, can't care for them, or can't be found. So if their parents are missing or something like that, their parents can be found, they can come and stay with a relative here in Australia. So the stay is permanent, and the fee is 1,710. It's the cheapest of them all. So it said the child must be sponsored by a relative. The child must be outside Australia. You must apply in paper. Okay. So some of the options like subclass. So the orphan relative visa is subclass 117. So there's subclass 115, which is remaining relative visa. It says there's a clause there that says there can be waiting times for up to 50 years for this visa. I'm not sure why it's that long, but that is what is on there. Like I said, I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm not going to go into clicking on the details button. You should do that part by yourself if this is something you are interested in. Okay. So that clause applies to remaining relative visa and also age dependent relative visa. So if you are trying to bring your parents, for some reason it says it might take up to that. So these are the different options that are available if you are planning to move to Australia via relative or relation. What's the English? If you have a relative here and you feel like they can sponsor you to come into Australia to live permanently, then these are some of the options available if you are offshore. So I didn't click on onshore because I'm assuming you're outside Australia. So if you are onshore and you want to find out, then definitely you can easily access the IMI Home Affairs website. I'll leave the link in the description. Definitely check it out, guys. I hope that video has been helpful. I hope this video has been helpful one way or the other. Was there anything new that you learned, or did you know all this before, or do you think you'll be taking any of these routes? Do let me know in the description box. No, do let me know in the comment section. Leave me comments below and I would be happy to hear from you guys. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, click on the subscribe button. If you have not, like, share, comment, subscribe. Okay guys. Okay guys, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I love you all, and I, baby girl, will see you all in my next video. Bye.